I think I seen that shit. I think I had seen that shit. You. Yeah, he did. I don't know. I was into Chuck and all them niggas' music. I was into Chuck. Chuck shit kind of hard. I like DC the Don though. Yeah, I fuck with DC though. That nigga, he nice. I like creativity. Uh, bitch, you got me fucked up. However the hell. I was just listening to his shit. Oh yeah, he got some smooth. He got some smooth shit.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wild card matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens.
Nigga, when I was working at Walmart, I met that nigga. I met King. He was in the store with this girl, and I looked at him. I was like,
they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape.
Bro, this was YouTube. I see you before somewhere. He was like, yeah.
32-yard line.
That's what I see last, and I was just talking to him for a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 68 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Well, this has been a quick-strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
You be watching them hoes, or you just watch it? Yeah.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Gain of 12.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Okay.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
What?
On 2nd down now, it's Conner. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a
quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Yeah.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
A give to the brother of JJ. This is Derek Watt. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
James Conner.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
36-yard line.
A quick throw complete to Washington.
Jackson's pass.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now it's Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's a handoff to Connor. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
On the carry.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Ooh. Throwing is Jackson. It's complete to Watt.
Yeah, I know you're talking
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Complete to
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position. It's to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Completes it to Watt. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
It's a gain of 6.
Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Steelers.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the handoff, Connor. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Snap nigga was over there tongue fucking the shit out this female boy.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson.
Yeah.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball
that's what he cheated on, Jackson?
and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Oh, in the back seat? Oh, I remember that hoe.
And he rifles one incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They go play action with Jackson. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
When I say truck,
so you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive
all your
at 3
videos
points.
contain you flexing money.
Boxing analyst voice right here,
Like,
but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
Bro, Pooty
now,
gotta
following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
I was watching that nigga last year. That nigga
6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Steelers 3.
Todd try hard for it. Todd be trying.
Don't need it all back at once. You figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Flushed out right. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mike Andrews. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Play action. Now Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I've been watching Teddy, though. I've been watching all his shit.
Left Connor. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
He do be capping, bro. Them hoes will not be true, bro. I don't be believing that shit. Like the one with the whole story he had about him fucking older woman. Bro, them hoes was funny. Facts, his first meals, his first time getting head from a fat girl. That nigga funny, but them hoes be cap. He's funny as hell, but them hoes do be cap.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he hits his tight end.
Funny as hell.
And he is out of bounds, but not.
Oh, when he stayed with doing his girl used to beat his ass. That hoe that be rolling. I used to be in that hoe rolling, nigga. And the kid, I couldn't. When he would be talking about the kid, I was like, bro, this hoe ain't real, bro. This hoe ain't real.
It's a 6-yard pickup that gets him to 2nd and 4.
Like when he started talking about that, I was like, bro, this shit can't be real, bro. I know no kid that goddamn dumb.
The offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
That's great,
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Oh, that one was...
We'll try and run for it with
Oh, the old lady? Yes, sir. I know exactly what you talking about. Yes, sir.
The third down play, and we're able to convert on that RPO.
Yo, she came over to his brother or something like that.
To make the right reads.
I was like, yeah, nigga, all right.
To go. And he did on that play.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane. Never
materialized,
materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
On second down, it's Connor. He's going to get 4 out of this.
Oh, he used to do videos with Israel?
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? Be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Brings up second and...
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 35 on second down, Jackson hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
The tackle made by Devin Bush. 8 yards on the pickup.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll run with Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but now it's 3rd and goal. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead. As the first half is winding down, and the Ravens have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now it's Jackson. Looking deep here for Ebron. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
It's fourth down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson to the right side to Eric Ebron. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Number 30.
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From the 27, Jackson. Washington's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Connor, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. it isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
Down at the 41.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Ebron caught left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On first down, Connor. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
He was brought down by Earl Thomas. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Connor. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 14. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Jackson, and it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Boswell's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
No, they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the post.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now this throw caught left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. His 2nd catch in this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Snead's got it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
And 1 at the 34-yard line.
Dobbins running out of the gun, and he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 32 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
That's the score. Ravens 20, Steelers 9. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Connor. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
James,
pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 23-yard line. A big gain there on 3rd and long. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 23. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. On the counter, it's Connor. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this, a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one good for 26 and a first down. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability that Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. That was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end and went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
No gain.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Jackson will keep it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Tucker's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. They still can't get it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this throw complete to Washington. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
We were trying to get Eric from the first. We about to reboot this league. He said he wants to join.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete.
Jackson
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Yeah.
At the 41.
Again, Jackson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Pernell McPhee in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
4th down.
Here's Jordan Berry now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101. A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Intercepted by the Steelers. They'll take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.